Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2026 Landmark Agent Bootcamp. So today is the second class. So we are going to talk about the feature of Toronto MLS. So without any delay, let's start. So Toronto MLS, I believe that all the new agent, if you go to Toronto MLS, so this is the main page, and the URL is Ontario MLP. Or I think a lot of the agent is still using Toronto MLS.net. It's the same thing. If you enter either website, they will go to Toronto MLS homepage. So that is the homepage. And once you log in, so today we're going to focus on the most useful feature for the MLS for agent. And lots of the agents think about when we log into the MLS, we're going to search the listing, we're going to upload the listing, we're going to prepare the offer. But other than that, we still have lots of the useful feature to help you to prepare the offer, prepare the listing, or the other features. So let's quick start. And this is the main page. Once you log into the main page, you will see here is the popular realtor tools. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 popular tools should be most of the usually, like daily, very frequently used tools. And some agent may show the difference. For here, for me, I like the first one, maybe a member hub. So why member hub is very important? Because every year we have to pay the fees. So by end of the December, we have to pay the fees. And let's click login. So you need to agree the term and the condition. So once you log in, and you can edit your profile and upload your photo and also your ID. If you go to see the property, sometimes the security for the building, like a security asks you, what's your license? So that is one you can use as like a digital ID, your license, and also your invoice. So if by lots of the agent will prepare for the T4A for the tax by end of the April, but if you have a T4, will be end of the April. If you all have a T4A, will be end of the June. So the HST must be done by end of the April. So we check the invoice, you will print out, give it to your accountant to do your tax. And the rest of the function is not really useful. So usually we do the edit your profile, and also the pay the annual fee is very important. So that's the first one we call the member hub. The second one, for me, I use most frequently is called the property land store. So maybe I can quickly click in the property land store. Why we need to use the property land store? So MPAC, I think a lot of the agent know the logo is from the government of Ontario. And even you are the homeowner, you will receive the letter for assessment value of the property. So as an agent, we have access. It's a free access. And most of the chance we check the property by enter the property address. Let's say you enter the address, they will pop up lots of information like what's the property exactly located. And also there's a lot of the reports. And most of the report is cost money. But there's one report, it's called a Realtor Assessment Detail Report Premium. It's free. So once you add to cart, It's unlimited. You can purchase as many as you want. It's free. And we go checkout. We process checkout. And we click the report. We get the report. So this will show you the property address. Will show you the row number. The row number is very important because a lot of the new condo, let's say if you, maybe your client, maybe yourself, your family member just get the new pre-con closed, and they want a lease for lease, listing for lease, listing for sale. Some of the new condo, if you enter the property address, they won't able to find the information. So you have to get the row number, ARN number. That is the row number. And also you need to check the property type. This is a residential condominium. And sometimes the freehold detached, freehold link will be different. So you can check it from here. And also you can check the legal description, because this is the condominium. They give the legal registry office and the registration number and the unit number, level number. So they don't have a parking. If they have a parking, they will have a parking information here. So the rest is the like a tax information, assessment value, and also they have how many bedroom, how many washroom, is there any parking, is there any locker for the freehold, is there any swimming pool. So we can check all kinds of the information from the unpack. It's free. So that's why I will put this as a second important. It's not the second important. It's most of the used tools called unpack, MPAC. And the one after is broker bay. Broker bay, I think a lot of the agent already know, is how to book the showing. Let's see. Let's go to ROM. I will jump to the site, back and forth. Let's see if you have some listing. And you want to book an appointment. So we use online appointment, just right here, online appointment. You click, they will go to broker bay. But the broker bay recently renamed to Super. If you are using the app, so you will see that it's called a Super. It's not broker bay, but actually it's broker bay system. And you can choose when you want to book appointment, and choose the date, choose the time, and then click confirm. Auto confirm. Most of the appointment is auto confirm. So that is one feature for the broker bay. So they have two important feature. The one is called appointment for the buyer. If you represent the buyer, you need a book appointment from the MLS, online appointment. And also you can download broker bay from your cell phone. Once you download to your cell phone, so you can easily to search the MLS number, the property address to book appointment. So the second important feature broker bay is using for the listing. If you are the listing agent, you want to set up the showing instruction. So you can use broker bay to set up the showing instruction. So I just quickly to show you the feature, because we have lots feature needed to introduce today. So I just quickly to show you some feature. Okay, so if you log in, you will find your own listing. From your own listing, so you can just click the setting. You see the setting button, and to set up the showing for your listing. And this is the showing setting. This is straightforward. So you can even block sometime. You can send to the I don't know why today is really slow. The listing agent or the seller for the showing confirmation. So other than that, you can click a brokerage. If you have a listing, you can click the brokerage. You can click open house. And you can add your listing open house to the office to the broker bay system. The office will help you to prepare the feature sheet and send the email to all our agents. So that is for the listing site. If you're using the broker bay, was a feature. And also you can use a have and a want, because we know some agents said, oh, my client want to sell their business, list their commercial. Maybe they want to sell their house, but they don't want to post on the MLS. Is there any platform I can using to communicate with our agents? So you just go to the brokerage, go to have and wants. You can add. You see there, so we have lots of the agents have exclusive listing. They have assignment sale, and they have lots of the something they want to offer. And also, if you're looking for something, let's just say your client looking for the maybe a warehouse, maybe some kind of the business, so you can post here. Yeah, you see the haves, that means they offer. Wants, that means they're looking for. So based on those information, you will get a lot of the exclusive resource from our office. Lots. Alright, so that is the feature. We talk about the broker bay. If you have a buying agent, buyer agent, book appointment, listing agent to set up the showing instruction, and also the open house, have and the wants. So the next one, we talk about the run. Run is one of the important feature. So that's why I put on the center of these popular apps. And we're using the RUM every day. Some agent maybe wonder why I cannot see RUM. Rather, I see the it's called the not the Stratus. It's the Matrix. So Matrix is one of the MLS tools, similar as RUM, but we strongly recommend you to using the RUM. So if you choose the Stratus, you can try, like most of the new agent, you have first few months, you can try RUM, you can try Matrix, see which one you like. I think the RUM is one of the best choice because it's the app they developed by the TRREB. Okay, so let's go to RUM. You can click. This is RUM, and they have lots feature. So next Thursday, we were going to talk about how to use in the RUM, how to set up your own setting, how to use in the RUM to search the property, to set up the auto email. If there's a new listing come out, they will automatically send it to your client. How to using the RUM to the search, like map search, quick search. So we will take more details in the next Thursday. So today just quickly let you know there's RUM. And the next one, web forms. Web forms is one of the very important feature. So that's why I put it beside the RUM, because always when you see the listing, your client interest select the property, they want to put the offer for lease, for buying. So we're using the web form to prepare the listing, to prepare the offer. And at the same time, we have a scale slope form. So both web form and the scale slope forms, they can prepare the offer, they can prepare the listing. And all of those forms, we have a pre-built-in template for all agent. So if you want to prepare the offer for the freehold, we have a template. If you prepare the offer for the condo, we have a template. So remember to using the template. And here, this is the web form looks like. Just give you a quick, because we have the week after next week, we will using the web form to prepare the offer, to prepare the authentic sign. I will find some using some listing to step by step show you how to prepare the offer, how to fill the information, and how to do the authentic sign, and how to send it to listing agent. So that is the web form looks like. And this is the sky slope. Feel free to click, because I know some agent you give yourself every day maybe 20 minutes, half an hour to play around with Toronto MLS. So just choose and using those different applications to feel free to try. So sky slope. And we have lots of the new agencies. I cannot see my template from the sky slope. So this is the template created by our office. And if you cannot see the template, if you click on template, you cannot see those templates, and you need to let our office know. So we may need to ask SkySlope to link your account to our brokerage account. Okay, so that is the web form SkySlope. The next important one is called the Geo Warehouse. So Geo Warehouse, usually we use in the Geo Warehouse for the two reasons. First one, if you're the buyer agent, you want to make sure the property owner, the owner's name is correct, because you don't want on the closing day and everybody found, oh no, the seller is not the real seller, maybe they sell the wrong property. So that's why from the beginning, if your buyer really like the property, before you prepare the offer, usually we will suggest you to double check with the Geo Warehouse, because from the Geo Warehouse you will see who owns the property. This is just some sample. I won't show the owner's name because for the personal privacy reason. And you see the property owner's name just right here. I just handle the owner's name just right here. Yeah, that's his owner name just right here. And you can double check, make sure the listing agent put the owner name is exactly same. It's matched from Geo Warehouse. And also you can check the property type just right here. Build year, which year they built, and the code 301. 301 is a single family residential, but some property looks like a single detached, but it's called a 307 link house. So you should know, you don't need to memorize the code, but you need to see the property like a detached, link will be different, the value will be different. So double check. You don't want after the buyer bought the property told you, oh, the listing agent put it wrong, it's not detached house, it's link house, link home. And of course they have more information, and I will not take time, just you can discover the by yourself. It's free of charge, not free of charge. It's every year you have a 2,000 property. Every year you have a 2,000 property to view. So don't using those too much, because in case you're using the 2,000 limited 1 year, you have to pay the extra money to view the property. So usually, unless you really need to check the property, otherwise don't click every property geo warehouse to see it. Okay, so that is the 7 important one. Someone may be using different. And how to, some agents said why your 7 important feature is different with mine. So because you didn't set up. How to set up? You see the setting button, just after of the tools. You click a certain setting button, just drag the one by one to the right. You see there's only 7 tools you can drag. So all of those I will show you after. So it's also important, but just depends how often are you going to using the 7 important feature. So you can just drag to the right side and click save. They will come out to the main page. Because those 7 for me, I think is very important. Because maybe some agents say, no, I don't use in the member hub, I don't use in the property line. You can choose other apps, other tools. So let's go to MLS tools to see the rest. So edit listing is very important because we have some agencies. I want to prepare my listing. So there's 2 steps. First step, web form or sky slope to create transaction, and choosing the template. We have a template, freehold listing for sale or condo listing for sale. So choosing the template, let the seller to fill the form, and then go to add listing, add edit listing. You click add edit to prepare the listing. That is MLS data information. You can add listing if the property never listed before. Just start from land registry search, or if the property listed before. Let's say your client bought 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The property was listed on the MLS. We can use edit listing. From the edit listing, copy and paste MLS number. You can do the column listing, column the previous listing. That means we'll save you like 80%. The information will automatically come out from the previous listing. So we'll save you lots of the time. You can do the column listing. I want to see if there's a possible to show you some. Let's get the one which is let's see you want to list the property for this one. It was sold before. You just copy the MLS number. You go to edit listing, post the MLS number. So you will see the column listing. That means they will column the previous listing information. So save you last time. And before is for sale to for sale, for lease to for lease. You cannot cross the tab. But right now I just test. Even that's for sale, you can column to for lease. Even that's for lease, you can column to for sale. It depends how are you going to choose the listing type. So right now can cross the tab. So add listing, very important. If you have listing, you will use it. For the most of the agent, if you see there's nothing, blank, because you're the new, and the office need to give you the permission to do the listing. So I will check the permission every day. And of course, in case you see your permission, you don't have a permission, you can let me know, let the front desk know, let Tony know. So we can help you quickly to give the permission. You can start your listing. Because usually I will go to edit admin permission to give the other agent permission at least 2 or 3 days per week. I will come to check to see if there's any agent. You just get your travel license, and I will see if you have a permission. If you don't have, I will give you the permission right away. So anyway, if you are new, if you want to do the listing, you don't see the add edit here, just let me know. And the next one is for the Artus Date Studio. This one is we don't use it often, but let's put very simple. Just using the one is for the commercial, second one is for the pre-con. So two resources you can use it. One is for the commercial, another one is for the pre-con new home project. But those new home project is not a VIP project. Let's say there's a very popular VIP project for sale now. You cannot find it from here. This is all the most of this inventory. If you're looking for the inventory new home project, you can find it from here. But for the commercial, if you are not, most of the commercial you can find it from MLS as well. Yeah, that is we're trying to use in Richmond Hill. You see all of those resources, they will give it to you because we have some agent. This is the inventory. They will let you know how many inventory available, how many units, what is the contact information. It's really slow today. For the that is the contact number and what is the location and the price. Okay, so if you're looking for the new inventory and the commercial, that is the way you can try to use. And broker resources, I don't think you have this one. This is only for the manager or broker, so forget about this one. So the next one, broker B, we already talked about the broker B. It's using for the showing buyer agent or listing agent. BRS is also one of the important feature. So if you're the buyer agent represent the buyer send the BRA with you. BRA is a buyer representation agreement, so you should register the buyer to BRS right away, because you cannot register after 4 days. If you send the BRA today and 4 days after, you cannot register to the BRS. Only have 4 days to let you register on the BRS. So that is the BRS looks like. And you can add buyer, add my buyer. And if you are the listing agent, so that is one feature, because you add buyer to protect yourself. In case in the future, some agent says, oh, that is my buyer, you take my buyer away, and the TRREB arbitration will check the BRA, who sent the BRA earlier. And not only send the BRA, did you ever register your BRA on the BRS system? Because of the BRS system, you cannot change, you cannot add in the after. Maybe 1 month, 2 months later, you cannot add BRS. And for the second reason you want to use it is if you have the listing agent. Let's say I have a listing. I want to see if there's any agent send a BRA with their client. I want to contact those agents, let them know, hey, I have a listing. I know you have a buyer, send a BRA. The BRA is already registered on the system. So this listing is meet your buyers looking criteria. And please contact me, or please let your client know I have a listing. So that is a chance to help you promote your listing. So we do the search by buyer registry. You see the reverse search. And then I will go to the area. Let's see, I have a listing in the Toronto, in the C. Let's see, where's the listing? Super slow today. And I have a listing in Toronto CO8. So I will come to the reverse search BRS Toronto CO8, and this is the condo commercial. This is residential condo, residential condo apartment. The price usually we do the range is start from 500. And it's for sale. And oops, there's nothing come out. Okay, so the reason is because the TRREB will retire for those systems. This is from the previous Stratus, and theirs may have a new one. But anyway, I try this one, it's not work. Maybe if I try some other, let's see, residential. Okay, let's forget about this one. So you can try, because there's some agent, if they register buyer to this system, you can do the reverse search to find them and contact them. Because this is not too many agents, because once the stratus change to the ROM, change to the matrix, it's not a lot of the agent register to BRS. That's why we cannot find. Anyway, let's not waste the time here. Okay, so that is BRS. I still strongly suggest you, if you have any buyer, register on the BRS. In the future, you never know. So CREA portal. The portal is the account from the realtor.ca, from the CREA. We don't using this a lot often, so you can don't waste your time on here. And next one, data agreement is the same. We don't using that a lot, unless if you want to prepare the website, build a website by yourself or by someone, they need the MLS data from the TRREB. Otherwise, you can ignore this one. E-commerce we don't using that a lot, and I think they may retired, so you can just ignore it. The mortgage financial tools is the same thing. You can find it from our office website. We have that tool as well. So fund tracker is a good tools, but it costs money. And if anything costs money, usually I will suggest you see if you really need that, because I don't want you to pay money before you make money. So it's not really strong to use, because it verify the driver's license, verify your fund tracker ID. So usually we'll do that manually, and also we go to find the buyer's driver's license or seller's driver's license. We go to the website, Government of Ontario. We can verify manually, and it costs money for this one. They pay the monthly fee. And the Geo warehouse, we already said, is to check the property information and also the owner's name. And the next one, Hood Q. That is for the neighborhood information. You can use, it's already built in on the MLS. If you see, I think they already have here, neighborhood get. That is a free version. If you want to pay the money, you will get more details, customize your own version. But the free version, I think it should be good enough. You don't need to really to pay the money for the next version. For the neighborhood information, like a school, like all the neighborhood information. I would say not too much important, but you can feel free to take a look. IDX, same thing. We don't want to bother too much, and unless you want to develop your website. List track, that's a little bit important. Let's see if you have a listing. You know, usually when you have a listing, after week, after months, a few weeks, the seller wanted to see how's the listing going. So usually we say, oh, not too bad. We have a few appointments. And if the seller asks you how many showings, how many people click my listing from a website, from TRREB, from realtor.ca, from the other resource. So we don't know how to get the information. So that's the one is called list track. You can click and find your listing. Let's go to the listing. Okay, so that is the listing. Let's see, I will get a view and share reports. So it's very beautiful and professional design with your office logo, your information. You can just copy link or download to PDF or print out to let your seller know. Or your listing so far have 446 clicks and 25 people shares and 6 people get a favorite. And 82% visit with the listing is a new visit. The most of the source see the listing is from realtor.ca. And there's a lot of the agent using the wrong system to see the property. And also the website, Zillow website, have 6 views. And the TRREB matrix, so I just mentioned the matrix, only 4 people, 4 versus 54. So for some agent, you know, they're using the wrong modern matrix. So if you're using the matrix, you can think about maybe switch it to RAM. And also the website, from other website, this is a click. And the city, which city location to view the property most is Toronto, most of the lot. So that is the, you know, the professional design you can give to your client. And sometimes you say, oh, I'm very busy. I don't have time to come to check, to print out, to download. Is there any other easy way, or is there any way we can set the auto report? Yes. You see there's called a schedule delivery to the seller report. And you can click here and put your name and put the seller's name, seller's email address. If there's more than one seller's email address, you can CC. If the seller you don't want to let the seller to see someone you want to send, use BCC. And this is the template. You can customize, you can change 1, 2, 3, whatever you can change, and also customize, and to send every week, 7 days, or a month. So you can customize when send it frequently, like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly here. And also you can put the date, report on which date, and save. Once you save, the system will help you to run the report. It's a very beautiful report, professional report. So that's the one I think you should use if you're the listing agent, list track. And the member hub, remember we already talked about. If you see the member hub, that means you need to pay the fees. MLS choice. So lots of people choose the ROM, choose the matrix, but I feel this is not really good to use. If you are using the matrix, you want to change it to ROM. The best way is contact TRREB, Toronto MLS help desk. Ask them, I want to change my MLS system from the matrix to ROM. They will give you the email address. I think it's barks@trrreb.ca. But anyway, you double check with the help desk, and they will give you the instruction how to change the MLS system. And also MLS HPI dashboard. That's the one most of people they don't use often. So let's go and check what we're using for the HPI dashboard. Too slow. Anyway, waiting for the loading. Let's go see the others, like a resource category. Not really, just information. Property land store, very important. And the next one, property transaction map. That means a TRREB map. Lots of the agents say, when the agent said C01, E05, W01, what is that meaning? So you can use in the map to check. But this is the one is not used like too friendly. So usually when I check the TRREB map, I will not using this one. I will using the one from the ROM. So when I want to check from the ROM, I will go to map. From the map, I will go to layers, and I will first go to the area. You see the area? They will show you it's Durham, it's York, it's Toronto, it's Peel. So they have a different the area. The second one is called municipality. We click, you will find that there's more information. From the York, you will see the municipalities by city: Markham, Richmond Hill, Vaughan, King, Stouffville, Aurora, Newmarket, and Pickering, Ajax from the east, Durham. But from Toronto, they are going to using the number, the letter and the number. You see the C, that means the center of the Toronto. E, east of the Toronto, Scarborough. W, west of the Scarborough. And all the numbers represent a different. You see the area. You can check. They have different area. But other than that, we see the community. Community is much more smaller than the municipality. It's called a community. Okay, so that is the TRREB map. In case you really wanted to learn, or someone told you I want the C15 and the Bayview Village. So if you get a stock, you just go to here, check the area. Where's the C15? You're going to find, oh, C15 is right here. And what is the Bayview Village? You're going to find the community right here, Bayview Village. All right, let's see HPI. Yes, it's right here. HPI, they have lots information, and even the they have the training take a lot, like 2 hours. But anyway, we don't want to take too much time. For me, usually we just wanted to use in the price estimate. That means just wanted to see how much the property cost, and also there's a time by the time frame, so you can choose the board, choose the area, and you can see the like a land, like a stock. they will show you the price going up, going down. So that is for the very accurate information. But anyway, you can customize your own. So we will quickly to show you the price estimate. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know which property, but okay, too slow the website. But anyway, I will choose. Let's say Bayview Village. There's a two-story detached house, and let's say they bought maybe 2006. You need to find exactly when they bought 2000. Let's just do some sample. Let's say they bought 2006 November, and they bought 450. And how much the property will worth for now? You see, that is the number. By 2026, the property probably going to be worth 1.275. So that is, you can try to use in your own home and check when you bought and which community. You know how to check the community. We just show you on the map how to check the community, and find the last purchase date and the price. Then the system HPI will calculate how much roughly the property will worth in the last month. This is not 100% accurate number, but it give you the roughly idea. You know how much the property roughly worth. So HPI is one of the very important tool I think you should to use for the property tax verified by CARF. Those one is for the tenant screening. Let's see if you have a listing agent and you received the credit report, you received pay stub, but you are not sure this credit report is real or not. So you can ask the tenant's agent to using this tool. This costs money, but it's worth. You know, sometimes the money is not worth, some money is worth. So for this one, if you're the listing agent or if you're the tenant agent, so I will say this worth to pay the money to using these tools. If you pay the, let's see, it's only $16, $16.89. They will give you the Equifax or TransUnion credit report. They will have an online rental application information, ID verify, payroll verify, banking information verify. So all of those information is the tenant, they have to manually put their login information, will link to this system. The system will pull out the tenant's information from Equifax, from the bank, from the payroll. This won't be a fake one. So lots of the landlord will scare tenants get the fake information. So it looks like, here's a sample. We'll provide the tenant credit report, because those report won't be a fake. They cannot be changed, modified. And also the contact information for the employment information, they will verify. And also the employment reference, and also proof of the income, and the bank monthly balance. So sometimes the tenants, they said, I don't want to give my banking statement because there's too much personal information. But from this system, they will do the filter. They won't show the banking account. But when the tenant log into their banking account to the system, they will do their own using their format to let landlord to see. And also they have an AI function, and you can ask the AI, because based on this tenant's income and the expense, see is there any chance, tenant will have a short of the money or whatever the risk, you can ask AI. They will help you to do the analysis. And also there are all the back check, and also the tenants have to put their driver's license, and also they have to using their cell phone to do the different angle of the self to verify this is a real person. So that is the one. I think if you really wanted to spend a little bit of money, it's worth. Even you are the listing agent for landlord, you are the tenant's agent for tenants. So remember, this is the property transaction verified by TRREB. And the next one, public listing, forget. This is for the TRREB website. And public open house, very important. So you may put this one in the top 7, but depends to see which one you want to take it out. Public open house, if you are the listing agent, once the listing uploaded to the MLS, you have to post public open house by click here. That is the place you can click to post a public open house. So the people can see from the realtor.ca, from the Realmaster, from the Sigma, from all the website, they can find the public open house. If you don't post, nobody will see the public open house. And make sure at least 24 to 48 hours before the Saturday or Sunday. So they take time to syndicate to all the website, to the apps. And for the rest, RBC page, we don't use that a lot. And the RUM, yes, we're using the RUM training video. Is strongly suggest you to take a look at the RUM training video. They have lots of the short video. And the realtor store. So if you want to buy something, you can go to TRREB downmails, 1400 downmails, or you can use in the realtor store to buy online. They will shipping to the office, free of the shipping to the office. You can come to office pick up. And for the real track, we don't using that a lot. Rental Beast, still need to pay. You can just see if you really need, but I will say leave it for now for the new agent. SkySlope, yes, you can choose either web form, either SkySlope. SkySlope form is the same part of the SkySlope form, SkySlope offer, so it's the same thing. And the rest one, we don't using that a lot. Web form, yes. Okay, so 11:53. We quickly go through. There's too much information. Like every new agent get a headache. So that's why I will quickly go through all the apps. Most of the apps you can skip. You don't waste your time for this moment if you're the new. Just focus on some important one from here. Like RUM is one of the you should waste your time. Not waste your time, invest your time to the RUM. And other than that, next one, because RUM you need to search MLS, looking for the property information. And then second one, very important, is web form or SkySlope, because that one will help you to prepare the offer, prepare the listing. So that's the second important. The third one, property land geo warehouse, and also the broker bay. Because those is the app to help you when you prepare the listing, prepare the offer, and so and also if you have a listing, the broker will set up the showings. So other than that, for the MLS tours and the rest, take your time. It's some maybe you can just take a little bit of time, but don't waste too much time. Okay, so we are going to stop for now. And I know there's a lot of information, but as I said, there's only a few important ones you should focus on. So let's see if you have any question. Yes, we got some question here. Mohammed, if I create a new listing by putting the old MLS number, copy, colon it, and it is possible to get the MLS data from the pre-populate MLS data from the pre-populate as well, like that. Yes. So the I said, the first one, when you prepare the listing, you need to go to web form or scale slope to create a listing. So when you create a listing, you're using the template. At the same time, you can import data from the MLS. Before, it's not able to import, but right now, yes. If you put the MLS number, create, so all of the information will pre-populate from here. But remember, those information you have to change, like a seller's name, and you have to put the current owner. So that is the first one. Next one, when you prepare the listing, you go to the add edit from here. So that is the first one is for the form. You need to let the seller to sign it. The second one is post on the MLS by using the listing add edit. So we get Saraha. And the TRREB supports is sell Waterloo regional property also. Do we need to separate local board? Yes, the Waterloo and the Kitchener, they using the board is called the cornerstone. The cornerstone is another MLS. It's called the ITSO. ITSO, we have ITSO membership. We call it Mississauga board. So most of the agents in the Mississauga, in the West, they using the Mississauga board, ITSO cornerstone. Cornerstone, they will cover the Kitchener and the Waterloo, like most of the information. But if you're using the TRREB, if you're using the search, they still cover the Kitchener, Waterloo, like most of the listings. Let's go to Kitchener. From the Kitchener Waterloo, you see we have a lot of the listing here, but those listing is not 100% covered. It's maybe just a few, but it still have lots, 150 result mostly. But there still have listing in the Kitchener Waterloo board. It's called the cornerstone board. So if you only have one listing in the Waterloo, you can put a TRREB, it's good enough. But if you want to get 100% covered, you can do it's called the inter-board listing. Pay maybe $80. The KW board, cornerstone board, they will manually put your listing in their board, but you have to pay the one-time fee, I think $80. Okay, so next, nothing. Great, we get exactly 12 o'clock. So that's the information today, and it's not just looks like too much information, but as I said, don't focus on every application, just do the very important first. And if you have any question, feel free to ask from your support group or call office, come to the office, we can help you. Okay, so that's all today, and next Wednesday, David will still continue to do the commercial listing, commercial sales, like business, like a commercial sales training. And next Thursday, this time, we are going to continue to start from the run. We will come together to see how to use in the run. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you, and see you next time.